traders, what is going on? Is your market engineer? We are back in a quick one. So, looks like we got pump faked.
You know, a lot of times when I was short at my hedge fund and I was positioned short, meaning I needed it down, I would create a level of activity beforehand that could drive the futures. It doesn't take much money.
Look at this. Look at the volume. And then volume at the end of the day for the first time in a month shoots up with no news, no deal, nothing. And we've been getting shorted for weeks. We were a bit optimistic the other day, but we also called out, this could be an elaborate bull trap, and it looks like it was. So I'm going to be doing videos a little bit different now. There's your short version of what happened today if you don't want to watch. But if you want an explanation, stick around. So, dude, if you're not in the Discord, you got to get in the Discord. And if you're not hitting the thing and doing the stuff, then what are you really even doing? So although Hyliion was a dumpster fire today, this was very exciting. We saw this on pre-market movers this morning, and we called it out about 6:30, 6:45, and everyone knows what happened after that. So congratulations if anyone got in on that. It was about a 90% run. Epic. So, let's jump into the short report. Yesterday we might have gotten a little bit over-optimistic. Yesterday I said this, let's hope this isn't an elaborate bull trap. This is a kind of weird chart, so it's not scaled great. It's a 10-day, 4-hour chart, but it's important to see the volume difference. Market open historically, generally speaking, there's always the most volatility, the most movement. Also notice the volume difference. Look at the volume here on some of our average days. And then as the shorting starts to happen, the volume is going way up, especially on certain days. Like a day like this, there's a lot of snuffing. You can see that the sellers pushed that candle all the way down and created that big wick there. So you have a lot of buy volume for the Wegmans deal, and you have a lot of sell volume pushing it down. And you see this trend here. There's always green in the aftermarket. Just like old Crammy Boy said, you boost the futures or you boost the stock in the pre-market, letting it run up, and then you can crush it at open. So that is always kind of a baiting technique. And then you have people covering their shorts at the end of day. And we've saw Mr. 930, covering at the beginning of the day, but that's also, we talked about, seems like it could just be baiting. It's a double threat. You can bait and you can cover your shorts and get ready to short more throughout the day. So now that we understand that, let's go back to this. What is that? Let's go back farther. Find me a day. Okay, there you go. At the beginning of our run. But look how close the volume is there. It was just an all green day right there. There isn't a single day in the last month or so where this has happened. And so, to me, since we're in a completely different world now, we're in the short realm, sponsored, brought to you by Short Nation, and, so we can see some weird shit happen because we are being manipulated right now, right? This isn't the general flow of things. And the homie Fintel does not have anything for us today. They're probably taking Friday off. Maybe I should as well, but we are here for the peeps. So no update on that side. I'm sure it's going to be just massive. Another thing I wanted to point out that kind of came to me after the fact, people were asking, if Victoria Grace bought 10 million shares, well then where is it? And I came to realize that she doesn't have to file until she has 5%, right? So she could have bought 4% over here, sold some in here, and then bought a shit ton over here, and now she's at 5%, and she has to legally disclose it. But that's neither here nor there. We are in the dumpster fire itself. We drew this geometry this morning from where we broke out, touched and turned and validated it a couple times. We created this wedge, and you'd always know that something's going to happen when it gets to the end of this wedge here. Although this one's kind of sloppy. I must have drawn this on a 5-minute chart. But anyways, it gets to the end of the wedge, and what happens? Let's look. So this morning market open, Mr. Zeers is back on the dot, covering, baiting, whatever you want to call it. So here we go, right before market close. We get to this critical point here, and the shorts come in heavy. They snatch up the 23s, and then this is a couple minutes later. you can see they're down here at the bottom and they're still pushing. Lots of really big orders coming through. And then you can see here, market close, big orders coming in, covering their shorts. So I hate to say we've been played, but we definitely got played. This was synthetic, partially synthetic. I'm sure a lot of this was shorts getting covered. And then naturally there's other people that are seeing Hyliion green for the first day and they think that it's, reversing, and so they buy in heavy and it does this. So yep, not great. Bag holder therapy this weekend, not sure when. Gonna do it Sunday sometime. Plan on 9 o'clock Eastern if you don't hear from me, but I'll put something in the down there in tomorrow's video or something like that. Also let me know in the down there, what do you want me to do videos on, peeps? I love Hyliion, but I want to talk about some other stuff. Let me know in the down there. Have a good weekend, and I will catch you in the next one, traders.